Liar and thief Kim Jong-un, Emperor of Ontario, Canada, resorts to tacky photo op at Tiger Cats Game Memorial for Remembrance Day and Corporal Cirillo. So, that's what we got here. There's, I guess, the Ticats game, which it might be going on right now. I'm not sure. Apparently,
Tim Hortons Field.
Yeah, Kathleen Wynne is going to be there for a tacky photo op in honor of the death of this soldier. Now, I mean, this is my deal. I mean, it's just a career politician who is engaged in $1 billion gas plant scheme, a $225 million in ongoing Mars Corporation subsidy that we know, we don't know what that money's for or why they're getting it from us. And this liar and thief is out there photo ops with dead soldiers. It's sick. I can't even look at it. She doesn't care.
Were the dead soldiers, were they football players?
No. But it's also for Remembrance
They were
Day.
former football players. That's why maybe she's on. What?
No, it's also for Remembrance Day as well. So imagine the guys from World War II and the Korean War who went and fought the Nazis and the communists, now seeing this devout communist out there standing on Cirillo's grave trying to get photo ops. It's just sick. Not just Cirillo's grave, but all the war veterans standing on their grave as well. It's like, you're not honoring, you're a thief and a communist. So get out of here. Why are you even here? Like, it's a complete dishonor to have her even there. Never mind there to take photo ops to further her political career. But to me, it's just a spit in the face, especially the World War II and Korean veterans, knowing her politics. It's like, you're what they fought, and now you run the place, and now you're standing on their graves. Oh, in honor of our soldiers. It just, to me, it's sick. The general public probably doesn't see this, doesn't know this, so they don't even see it as a photo op, but it's a sick photo op at that.
No.
At least if it was a photo op of with a politician who wasn't a devout commie Nazi and actually supported what these men and women did, then it wouldn't be as bad. It's still pretty tacky to be using it as a photo op. But what you kind of expect that with these things. They always do this. They've done this for decades. And it's sick, and it's got to stop. Politicians and celebrities need to stop using tragedies and wars and Remembrance Days and any other event as a tool to push their political agenda. Because for those of us that see it, it's so obvious when they're doing it, and it's disgusting. It's completely disgusting. It's a complete turnoff. I don't know why they continue to do it, but they've done it for a very long time.
Yeah, and also the poppy sales of poppies are now going through the roof, and they can't keep up with the demand right now.
Yeah, I heard they've employed the prison industrial complex to make poppies.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Want to know where your jobs are going? They're going to China and prison inmates. So pretty soon, if you want a job, you can either move to China or you can go to prison.
Yeah.
So that's where the work's going. So, I mean, I have a bit of an issue with that. I don't know all the details of that. But yeah, it's not good. It'd be better if they had volunteers.
Yeah, that's true,
I'm not saying go out and run around and pay everybody. I know the veterans associations that deal with Remembrance Day, they don't got the money to pay people, but we shouldn't be in any of these prison systems. We shouldn't be promoting them taking work from people, even though this could be maybe seen as a volunteer type thing. I don't know. That whole thing is just questionable. And then the other thing with the poppy is, yes, I mean the symbol of the poppy, I guess, is to symbolize the the opiates and the painkillers that they had to use to get the soldiers through. They got their leg blown off. They'd have to put a tourniquet on it and start giving them opiates because the pain and the shock was the only thing that was going to stop it. That's one of the reasons why they used the poppy. But if you fast forward to today and what the poppy is, the problems with the poppy and the opium war, look at Afghanistan, one of the wars we're currently in, and we're just there for opium. We got young guys that have been blown up by IEDs sitting around guarding opium fields. Opium production has gone up over 1,000% since we invaded Afghanistan. So this war in Afghanistan is about opium and poppies. And it's like spitting in the face of our troops by doing this. And then everyone wears the poppy, from back in, to remember the old veterans. But in today, we've got a war going on for opium, and we've got young men and women blowing up in the opium fields. And to me, it's just a disgrace.
So what do you think of the White Poppy campaign, the White Poppy for Peace? What do you think of that one?
I don't know. The White Poppy for Peace, it doesn't really address many issues. It's just to get under the skin of it's a liberal version to get under the skin of the conservatives. And
well, the reason for it, it came out to the Women Auxiliary in Britain back around World War I. And these were a bunch of women that got together, was trying to promote peace and not war type of thing, and that's what the White Poppy is supposed to represent. I wear one myself. It's supposed to remember, and as well as to address the issue of these wars continuing, and not to bring your kids into the military for wars. It's all about peace, not war. And it's been going on ever since. And I think it's a good thing to either remember as well as promote peace, not war. Let's have these wars stop. Bring your family members home, and take care of things here, not over there. We always learned always mind your own business, not the business of others. So that's what we should be doing as peacekeepers only, nothing else. So I wear the White Poppy to represent the military for giving their lives for the freedoms we probably used to have, but we now haven't been taken away incrementally. So, and to stop these wars. That's what the White Poppy is all about. For the Red Poppy, it's about remembering the soldiers and all the military, but it doesn't address the issue of bringing peace, not war. It doesn't address anything like that. And I want that to be able to represent something as well. Not just for remembering, but also for stopping these illegal wars, which they are illegal.
Well, I mean, that's my biggest problem with the poppy is just the current war in Afghanistan is it's a spit in the face of the current soldiers that have died over there for opium fields. And what is all this opium going? It's being laundered through our medical system, to which the taxpayers and the non-drug users have to subsidize for the drug users, for the lifetime addicts on whatever type of Percocet or opium derivative that they're on, whether it's methadone or whatever it is. It's just ridiculous. It's being laundered through the medical system and subsidized, is creating lifelong junkies here in our own country, to which we have to pay for. The rest of us who aren't on drugs and have to work, we got to pay for that. It costs big bucks. The junkie can't afford to buy those pills or to buy that methadone every day. So the rest of us got to pay. So we got to pay for the soldiers to go get the opium, die and get blown up over there in an opium field, and then we got to pay for and subsidize the junkies' drug use over here after the opium's been laundered through the medical mafia. And then I'm supposed to wear a bloody poppy. Yes, I understand in honor of the troops in the past, but what about the troops of today who are being blown up for a fucking flower? Sorry, but, pardon my French, but they're being blown up for a flower.
It is interesting symbolism with it, throughout the years, because they've been using Well, I guess they've been using the drug opium for a long time too.
Well,
But
this
they've
is
been
my
using the
thing.
poppy since World War One.
This isn't even about the use of it. If you need it, what, are we too stupid to grow a flower? Come on. We got to go do all this for a flower? You can't grow flowers here in a greenhouse somewhere if the government really needs it that bad? Grow it somewhere
that's
else.
I do wonder if they ever used real flowers at one time too, because really it's just a plastic thing you're putting on. It's in the shape of a flower, but
Yeah, it
it's a
just
plastic
symbolizes.
thing with a sharp needle on it.
Yeah, but I mean that's all the poppies are. It's a type of flower, I'm pretty sure. But so that's what I mean. It's like going to war for all this opium. Our young guys are dying, and then we're going to wear this poppy remembrance and not even acknowledge that they're dying for a stupid flower that we could grow anywhere. We have the technology and the know-how, especially in our country. We could grow anything in a greenhouse in the Arctic under the right conditions. I guarantee we could. We can grow anything anywhere. We're Canadians. So this idea, like, we got to go to war and our guys got to die in order to guard these poppy fields, just grow it here somewhere if you really need it that bad. I'm not advocating growing opium. I'm just saying that's all that war is over. So what are we doing? It's ridiculous.
Well, that should ruffle a few feathers, right, John?
Oh, yeah, because the poppy's always a controversy here in Canada. You had the white poppy crowd, you got the regular poppy crowd, and if anyone poo-poos the poppy in any way, it usually causes a big controversy. Now, hopefully I raised some real issues here. I'm not saying not to wear a poppy. I'm just saying that currently, without addressing or acknowledging what these guys are dying for in Afghanistan, then it is a spit in the face of the current guys in service to be running around wearing that. That's the way I look at it, because I know they're good guys over there dying for no reason, putting their lives at risk for a friggin' flower that anyone could grow. So if we really need that flower so bad, then grow it here. Grow it anywhere else. Don't go, and it's costing too much money. I'm sick of paying for a war and then to subsidize drug users on the street, which is just decaying. Go to any inner city. You got all these people messed up on methadone. After a couple of years, there's not much hope in them ever coming back or returning to a normal human state where they could be a functioning member of society. And if that ever gets cut off from them, I mean, God help them.
Yeah, and they're creating new junkies along the way. So
Right.
you're going to have more junkies out there. They're not going to contribute to anything, and your economy is going to go bottoms up.
Most of the opiate junkies in Canada were created by the medical system now. They didn't start with heroin. Many of them had never touched street drugs. Never got addicted to heroin on the street. They got addicted to the medical mafia heroin from Afghanistan. And it's all right. That's probably why Obamacare had to go up double or triple, because somebody's got to pay for all that opium they plan to launder through there. Got my Obamacare. Yeah.
Well, you're right about the whole thing being like and the whole Remembrance Day being I was just going to mention that the Remembrance Day is sort of a solemn thing, and then that is one thing I know what you guys are saying with how it sort of is like promoting the military or the current wars. They're not really discussing that. But they do talk about like how it's the end of the other wars, World War I and World War II and stuff, Korean War, and like in that sense, Remembrance Day is a thing for veterans, I guess.
But we've always been in this perpetual state of war, it seems.
Yeah,
That
is one thing they don't really talk about. That is why I don't really wear the red poppy. But I think there is people that wear the red poppy, and I've never had a white poppy either. I don't really know about the white poppy, but the red poppy. I think there is people that wear it that are like wear it because they support the peace or because they want to have peace.
Well, I mean, I'll wear the
symbol of that because the end of wars. But
I'll wear the red poppy, especially I would never go into the Legion without a red poppy on, especially around Remembrance Day. And I do thank them for their service. So I mean, it's not about that. It's not the poppy's always been a big controversial issue here in Canada, and that's the one thing I'd like to get people to think about is, wait a second, what are we doing in today's war? What is that war about? It's about poppies. And that's what everyone misses with the poppy debate. That part never gets brought up.